Welcome back, everybody. We're out here tonight at Disney's Animal Kingdom, not only because it's been a long time since we've been here, but this is one of my favorite parks to close down. A lot of guests see Animal Kingdom as a half-day park, so a lot of people leave midway during the day. Animal Kingdom is incredibly chill and gorgeous and just an overall beautiful park to be at, especially as the sun goes down. Plus, this might be our last chance to see Pandora at night before the days start to get longer. So why don't you guys come along, let's go make some memories together. I love turning that corner, seeing the beautiful Tree of Life. So because it's already almost 5 p.m., our time here is really short. We're only gonna be here for about 3 or so hours, but I really want this to be a really chill day. I really wanna take time and walk around the trails and do some really low-key attractions. Nothing super crazy or exciting, just some more quiet, reserved time here at Animal Kingdom. Just really soak up the atmosphere. I always like to come up here to the base of the Tree of Life and see if I can spot the kangaroo. For so long, I didn't even know a kangaroo existed here. And then one day I saw it and I was like, they have kangaroos here? I don't see him right now, so maybe he's on another hill, but there's a lot of birds. And just the gorgeous Tree of Life in general. It looks so pretty in this lighting. No kangaroo. We do have a very chunky squirrel. Got some lemurs hanging out over here. They're just sitting and enjoying the shade a little bit. It is starting to cool off a little bit, but that sun is still pretty intense. I do really love just how winding this path is around the Tree of Life. You don't feel quite so lost, but you feel just a bit lost in nature, you know? And we don't think we've ever seen these manatees as part of the Tree of Life carving. What'd they say, there's like 310? 325?
There's a lot.
There's over 300 for sure that are all featured on the tree. Yeah, these trails just aren't very well traveled. Like right now, there's not a lot of people up here. Everyone else is off doing attractions, and we're just enjoying like the natural atmosphere of the park. Oh, look, there's a rhino. There's my kangaroo I was looking for. He's part of the tree. Like, look at that. That is just so impressive. You never just stop to like soak in the park ever. That spider's kind of scary though. See it?
Oh, yeah.
There's a camel, and then there's some seahorses. I never realized there were seahorses up there. I feel like there's some really big deep cuts on here too, like the Roadrunner. Like that's a very particular animal to add to this. Some more insects. There's a giant ant.
Snake.
Oh yeah, the snake's gorgeous. There's a dragonfly. Oh, I didn't see the chameleon right above the wing of the eagle. My only wish is that there was benches over here so you can really like sit and enjoy the area. Yeah. The squirrel found a bit of a, I think it's a premium bar. I think it's chocolate and ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah, it was chocolate. Matt actually found the kangaroo. It's over here. There's two of them?
Yeah.
Where's the other one? Oh, yeah.
There's one right in front of us.
Oh my gosh, how many do they have? I thought there was only one. Oh, I see him. Okay, day made. We found the kangaroos.
And a bunny.
Oh yeah, the bunny just got into the enclosure. So they have 4 in there right now. There's 4 kangaroos. I didn't realize they had that many. Yeah, there's another one over here. That one.
Oh, yeah. That's cute.
Uh-huh. Going down for more. Little cotton top tamarin on top of the enclosure. They're so tiny. Oh, there he is. Oh, hello. Jump. He's thinking about it.
Chirp.
I know, they're chirping.
Oh, there's a baby. It's kind of younger. It's right at the entrance.
Yeah, I think I remember them announcing a baby a while back.
Yeah.
There actually might be more than one baby. I think there's 2 babies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Oh my gosh! They're so little. The other one's still up there on the little porch, yeah. So even though the animals are definitely more active around the evening time, a lot of the animal-based attractions close a lot earlier than the normal attractions here in the park. So because animals have real needs like eating and sleeping like we do, they will close those things about an hour and a half-ish before the park actually closes. So if you guys are here and you're closing down the park like we are, check those time guides. Make sure you guys are at the safari, at the trails, or whatever. That way you guys can do those attractions. He just looks conked out. He is just absolutely passed out. We're on the backside of the Tree of Life. It's just so gorgeous from every angle. I also love that giant hippo right there in the center. There's a tapir, another kind of more random, very specific animal to pick. So we stopped here at Drinkwalla in the Asia section for one of my favorite snacks that is a leftover from the 50th anniversary. It's a very simple one. It's the hand-dipped Mickey Premium Bar, and it's quite literally just a regular Mickey Premium Bar hand-dipped in the blue raspberry icing and then with the little sprinkles on top. I don't know why I liked this so much when it came out for the 50th. I think it's just because it's a very simple snack, but that little blue raspberry coating kind of adds that like extra little flair to it. Ooh, crunchy. You wouldn't think that the blue raspberry and chocolate would work together so well. It's so crispy. Careful now. Don't lose that chocolate.
That's all I got.
Oh, really? I don't even remember what this was called during the 50th, but I'm so glad it stuck around.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. First of all, I already love Mickey Premium Bars as it is.
Because I know, like, when I first had it, I was apprehensive of the blue raspberry, but it just works so well with the chocolate for some reason.
I actually kind of enjoy the larger kind of like star-shaped sprinkles a bit more than what I think what they normally have. So they were just like some like little tiny like metallic looking ones.
Probably.
These add a nice satisfying crunch.
Yeah, they do.
Out of 5 tigers, because we're in Asia, tigers.
Sure.
Which is spoiler, that's where we're going next. 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd give it a 5.
It's incredibly simple, but frankly, sometimes you just want a simple snack. We came over here to look at the gibbons, the howler monkeys. I don't remember exactly what they are. I'll have to find the signage. But we found little baby duckies swimming in the water, and there's Mama. I'm not too far behind. I love seeing brand new, like little groups of the baby ducks. She's training them where to find all the great popcorn spots, all the great ice cream spots. It's a hard life being a Disney duck. I hate that they got rid of the ropes that used to go up here for the monkeys to go and hang out up there, but I think one of them fell at some point and got hurt. I think it was an older one, so I think just to make sure everyone like remained safe, I think that's why they got rid of him. Oh, there he goes, he's moving. One thing I really love is that Disney does a great job of hiding like feeding areas for these animals so that they don't look like feeding areas to us, but it's a way to get the animals to come out and be more front and center for guests. So I think what he just reached into is probably an area where they have some of his feed at, which just looks like part of the temple to us. Do you want to grab an animal guide, or are they just digital now?
It's just digital.
Oh, just digital. Yeah, so you guys can scan the QR code and find out what all you're going to see on the trail. It's a really good trail. This is my favorite of the two. I think something else we should do sometime in the future, I've never done anything on the Play Disney Parks app. And I didn't even realize you could do that as a specialty game here on the trail. So maybe we'll do that at some point in the future to kind of like add a little bit of extra to our trips out here. Right front and center, Komodo dragon. Yeah, the weather is so perfect out today and the animals are just really wanting to show off. When I was a kid, I used to think that they were like real dragons just because of the name. It's like, oh my gosh, real dragons are still a thing? Of course, right as we come over here to get a better look at you, you walk away. Go figure. Well, we learned that his name is Sheldon. We talked to one of the cast members, which if you guys are on these trails, please go speak to the cast members. They're incredibly knowledgeable about everything here. But yeah, this is Sheldon. He is one of 3 different Komodos that they have, and they don't have any more than one on stage at any given point because they're very territorial. Oh, you can see that tongue flicking, getting the scent of dinner. Now we're here in one of my favorite sections in probably all of Animal Kingdom. That's to see the bats. They hang very high up in the trees. They're very easy to spot because they're big and black. But I don't see any right now. Oh, they're already gone? Okay. Unfortunately, the bats are in bed. That's a bummer. Yeah, it's bedtime for everybody, including the prehensile-tailed skink. Matt said he has one eye open. Watch for everybody. Here's the first tiger spotting section. We actually see one. It's enjoying that sunset. You can see the water buffalo, which you can see this from a different vantage point, but I didn't realize you could see them from over here. I wonder if that's what the tiger's actually looking at. Hey, those are your coworkers. You can't think about eating your coworkers. Yeah, I think she said they keep the male and female separate for obvious reasons, yeah.
Well, tigers are just very...
Solo.
Yeah, they're solitary.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen a tiger in this enclosure. It's always the other one. If I do, they're over there in those bushes with like one paw up. You can just see them like on their back. This section of this trail really makes me appreciate just all the detail that went into creating this park and just Joe Rohde's vision behind it, because like you just get so lost. It's just so immersive. Yeah, normally this is where I find the tiger sleeping during the middle of the day, but we actually get a great view of her from over here. Yeah, we picked such a great evening to come because like every animal is out. Like there's some of the water buffalo, there's some more over here. You have count. So that's 2, 3, 4, I think there's 6 in there total. And I want to say 4 of these are named after the Golden Girls. I don't remember 100%, but I want to say either these or the goats over in Rafiki's Planet Watch are named after the 4 Golden Girls characters. Now, typically this area is one of my favorite ones. We're getting towards the end of the trail, but this is where I normally find tigers the most. And they did a great job of cleaning up the brush because, again, like the other area, normally I just see tigers hiding in the bushes. But now there's no tigers at all in this area. So I think it's just the one on exhibit and the other little overlook we were at first. Now we're actually going to head into the aviary, but if you choose not to go through, like typically I am afraid of birds, but I love the aviary, you can actually go left here instead of going right through the big bird cage. But before you go into the aviary, there's actually a little window where you can maybe see tigers in that same last enclosure we were looking at, but still nothing. I think everyone's inside right now. We've been hearing this very loud bird going like, woo, woo, and I really hope we get to see it because it's been doing it like the entire time we've been in here. So vibrant, very pretty. Now if you guys wanted to grab a guide to identify the birds, you can do that right as you come in. I felt it, I was like, of course I would. Is it on my hat? On my glasses? No.
Is it a lot?
I don't think so. It definitely landed on my hat, and then it's on my shirt and my backpack.
Oh, okay.
Cast compliment to Lindsay, who is the cast member here. She's one of the wilderness explorers. She saw me get pooped on and said, first of all, it was good luck that I got pooped on. She did like a little shout wipe and was cleaning out my backpack and my hat and everything. So thank you, Lindsay, for not only cleaning me up, but knowledgeable about the kinds of birds that were in here. I said, can you tell what kind of bird it is based on what kind of poop gets on people? And she goes, for the most part, yeah. She's like, yeah, you got pretty lucky. I think that one was just a starling, but that one, she pointed to the one that we saw when we first walked in. If that one poops on you, it's kind of game over. Talk about a lady the other day had one like all over her face, and just it was.
I think it was this morning.
Oh well, either way, it's disgusting. So I got pretty lucky with only getting the tiny little bits that I did, and thankfully we're local. I can go home and just throw it right in the wash. But yeah, thank you, Lindsay. We're doing a cast compliment for you in the app for just doing a nice thing for me. It was those are the culprits. Well, look at this big creature. So we asked a cast member, it is a type of pheasant. It's a great hargest, and that's the one making the really fun whooping noise. You guys probably heard when I was talking about my cast compliment. Yeah, she's the one. She, right? He. It's a boy. Okay. That's probably the most eventful the aviary has ever been for us.
That's why I don't know why people leave Animal Kingdom.
I know.
At this time.
I know. It's so chill. Like, I get there's not a ton of actual, like, attractions here.
Yeah.
But, like, just wandering the trails and taking your time, like, there's maybe a couple families in here with us, but there's not a lot of people. So there's points in time where we're kind of more or less alone. I really wish this park had longer evening hours, because we've been here during, like, the true winter time, like around Christmas, where it gets, like, dark at, like, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, and it is such a fun park to be in, because it's just so dim, and it's just very atmospheric. It's really nice.
And with it being that cold, a lot more animals are out too.
Yeah, for sure. So we're heading into Africa now because we have about 20 minutes left to go get on the Gorilla Falls Trail, and then about 30-ish minutes to do Kilimanjaro Safari. So we timed that pretty well. Now, even though I like the trail over in Asia better. This trail has one of my favorite animals of all time, and that animal is the okapi, which of course, like every other animal today, has been out front and ready for us to go view. I don't know what it is I like about them. I don't know if it's just because they have a very gentle nature or the fact that they're just still very mysterious animals to us. I think they're only discovered like about 100 years ago, so they're still kind of like a newer animal to us. Common misconception is that they are related to the zebra, but in fact they are related to the giraffe, despite its zebra party pants it has on. Yeah, I think just because they're very gentle. They're very slow moving. They're never really in a hurry. They just enjoy, you know, being in the forest. I think their coat also just looks incredibly soft. They just look very, very soft to pet.
It's like crushed velvet.
Yeah, it does look like a crushed velvet. He's so cute! African spining mice. He's like, give me that tube! The cast member said that they tuck the food in the tube, so that's why they're like pulling it out with such force. They want to eat. Now we enter the second aviary. Hopefully no poops this time.
I know.
This one also has a bird spotting guide you guys can grab. That is an absolutely gorgeous bird. That blue is so vibrant. I'm also a huge fan of these little golden guys. Anything bright and colorful, I end up loving. Oh, there he goes. Not just spotted a hidden Mickey. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I see Ethan. Ethan, this fish is kind of
Getting a good back twist in, popping that spine. See you later. There, I saw a really little one. I don't know. Oh, there it is. A 5-minute wait for a sunset safari? Yes, please.
Please make sure to keep your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the safari. So the animals have started to go in. So there probably won't be too many animals out here, but I'll make sure that we see as many as possible. Like over on our right, we can see an okapi right behind some of that bamboo. See if there's a mom up there at the top of this hill. See if we can get a little bit of a better view. Now, okapis might look like a zebra due to the black and white stripes that has on its legs, but it's actually more closely related to a giraffe. Like the giraffe, the okapi has quite a long tongue. In fact, it is the only animal on the entire safari that can lick its own ear.
Over there.
In fact, it can actually lick the inside of its own ear. Upper lip and a horn that's made of keratin. That pointed upper lip helps them grab vegetation off of trees and hanging leaves here in the forest. Now, like I said, the black rhino weighs about 3,000 pounds, actually makes it the smallest rhino that we have here on the reserve. They spend a good majority of their day in the water. Though they can swim, they actually prefer to walk or run in the water. They only come up here about once every 5 minutes, which means they can hold their breath for about 5 to 8 minutes at a time. We are going to keep our eyes over to our left, though. We're going to see some Nile crocodile as well. Now, we sometimes see Nile crocodiles with their mouths wide open. The reason that they do that is because that's one of the ways they have of cooling themselves off. They can cool themselves off about 15 degrees Fahrenheit by sitting with their mouths wide open.
Hi, sir.
Now, cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They can run about 60 miles per hour for a short period of time. They're actually one of the very few cat-type animals that hunts during the day, so that helps them hunt during the day. They have black teardrop shapes around their eyes that actually absorb sunlight so they can see. Now, they don't communicate through roars like one might think, but instead they communicate through a light chirping sound. Now, the fastest a cheetah has ever reported going is 72 miles per hour. And a group of cheetahs is known as a coalition. Now, they tend to stay in their pack that we call a pride, hence the pride rock jump. And their roars can be heard from about 8 to 10 miles away, mostly at sunrise and sunset. We'll see if you might be able to hear them roar. Now, if it was completely silent all the way from here to Magic Kingdom, we'd actually be able to hear these lions roar in Magic Kingdom. From water, it's actually they plan their migration. They migrate from one body of water to the next, so on and so forth. They actually have a kind of greasy, kind of smelly coat. Actually makes it new into more.
Well, not the most exciting of safaris we've had before, but it was still really enjoyable. The weather is beautiful out. It was nice just riding around the savannah for 15-20-ish minutes.
Yeah.
We did get to see some animals a little bit up close.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had a baby okapi. I was very excited to see the baby okapi. I really wanted to see the baby elephant because I know they have a baby elephant that just got added, but everyone went to bed. That's okay.
Yeah.
And I like seeing the rhino up close. That was nice too. So still nice and enjoyable. But then we're gonna head over to Pandora to kind of round out the evening and hopefully ride Flight of Passage and get some dinner. So if you guys haven't been here to Satu'li Canteen before, it's kind of a create your own bowl situation. They have rice or noodles, or you can do veggie hash, and then you can get meat or tofu on top of it, and like nice herb sauces all mixed together with some veggies. It's a really, really delicious place to be. So we actually ended up getting both the exact same thing. We got the combination bowl, which is a chimichurri beef and a wood smoked chicken, along with noodles and a creamy herb dressing for our sauce. And I love that they have the like little added boba, just make it look just a bit more alien. How's it taste? You wasted no time.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's been so long since we've been here.
I usually get the shrimp one, but for some reason, like, steak and like chicken just sounded really good.
See, this one's typically my go-to. I love this one.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't come here for the bowls, come here for the cheeseburger pods. I kind of thought about getting a cheeseburger pod on the side to split because I just love them so much.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite get a bite of everything, but this is at least a good chunk of it. That is so good. I forgot how good this place is. My lord. This is quick service. It looks like it'd be a meal served in an actual restaurant. I don't think I got any of the steak in my one bite. A little fatty, but honestly it tastes fantastic. Out of 5 Banshees,
Easily a 5.
easily a 5. There's no contest. This is some of the best food in this park. All of it's so good. And even if you don't like the combination that I got, you can make your own combination. The one thing I will say is that this restaurant is incredibly expensive for a quick service restaurant. But when you think about what you're getting, the terms of quality of all the food and just how flavorful it is, it easily beats any other burger or french fry, chicken finger, pizza, whatever else you're gonna get at a normal Disney restaurant, because it's just that much more elevated. It's really worth the value to me. We're grabbing our final snack here at Pongu Pongu, which means party party. This is the Pongu Lumpia. It's a pineapple cream cheese spring roll. So we've actually had this before, way back in the day in 2020 when we came down here as tourists, and I don't remember a lot from it. But I know this is extremely controversial. This is one of the weirdest Disney World snacks. I know. Pineapple cream cheese, sign me up.
Exactly.
I think people have a problem with the texture. I think that's it.
And some people just don't like cream cheese or pineapple. So.
I love cream cheese.
Yeah, I love both. It's kind of hard to like see, but you can definitely see like cream cheese and like the little tiny bits of pineapple. It's exactly what it is. It's cream cheese and pineapple. It's really good and like nice like little sugar crystals on top.
I get why it's a textural thing, because that shell is so thin that you almost just completely just go right through it, and it just globs in your mouth. And it's actually incredibly cheap. It's a pretty inexpensive snack. What's it, like $4, I think is what you paid?
I think so,
Yeah. Even though it's good, it's not my favorite thing I've ever had here. I think there are better desserts here in Animal Kingdom, but if you want something unique and something a bit out there and a bit strange, or if you just want to be that weirdo that goes and eats all the weird foods, which let me know if you guys want to see that kind of video. I've been wanting to make a video of all the weird controversial snacks in Disney World. Let me know if you guys would watch that, because I would have a ball making that. But I think out of 5 Banshees, I think I give this, I think a 3.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I personally will give it like a 4.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. The sun is officially starting to set here at Animal Kingdom, which means the park closes in about 15 minutes. Now the plan for us is to jump in line for Flight of Passage about a minute or two before it closes. Flight of Passage is currently at a 115-minute wait, which is crazy. But with any attraction you do here at Disney, if you're across the threshold of that attraction, let's say the park closes at 8 like it does tonight, if you're in line for that attraction at 7:59, you are guaranteed to ride it unless that ride goes down for whatever reason. And that means by the time that we're done with the attraction and back out here in the park is officially closed, but we get the ability to see Pandora at night, which is really rare anymore. The park just closes so early that now that we're getting into the later parts of the year with daylight savings time, you just don't really get to see it much. It wouldn't be a trip on Flight of Passage without saying hello to our good friend Hank. Hello, Hank. Hank in the tank.
And fly.
And even though the park is officially closed, we get the ability to walk around just a tiny bit. I hope you guys can make out just how beautiful this is, because everything is just so dimly lit. You can see all of the flora all lit up. I hate that this is something you just can't see all the time now. It's just so beautiful. Like, they've got a whole path over here full of that bioluminescence on the ground. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a very wonderful land to just kind of walk around and feel just a little bit lost and still enjoy all just the beauty of it. Mm-hmm. We never came in on the side that has the oxygen pod on it. So I figured I'd go and give it a quick pet before I leave. And that's what makes Pandora breathable for us. It's hard to see at night, but it does spit out like mist, which is oxygen for us. And as we make our way up to the front of the park, we get one final view of the Tree of Life. Look how gorgeous that is. No projections right now, but that is totally fine because I love just how well lit it is. You can see all of the animals in there. So pretty. Very underrated icon, I would say. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along with us today to Animal Kingdom to close it down for the evening. I had a really fun time.
Yeah, it was very relaxing.
It was very relaxing. We were in no hurry, despite the short amount of time, to do anything. We saw a ton of animals, had some good snacks, had a good dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Flight of Passage only took an hour. The 115 minutes was not accurate. It only took an hour,
Not
which
surprising.
is very low for Flight of Passage. But I had a ton of fun. I hope you guys had a ton of fun coming along with us. Let us know what your favorite animal was that you guys saw along our trip. Some of my favorite things to do is to come to the parks late at night and close them down, and this is definitely one of the favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys like our videos, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you guys get updates on all of our future adventures. Give us a super like if you really love what we do, and as always, thanks for making memories with us. I've been Adrian,
And I've been Matt.
and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!